At 23 years old, I left the comfort of home to travel the world and work from my laptop. Day in the life of a video editor traveling Malaysia. It is Tuesday the 4th of March 2025. I've had some work come in, so I'm not going to be able to have too much fun today. But since it is my first day out here once again in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, I thought it could be fun to do a day in the life of a digital nomad in the city. I mean, I want to show you what life is like in the city without, a script, without much of a plan. I just want to take you to some of my favorite places, show you what the shops are like, what the restaurants are like, although something to bear in mind, of course, with it being March, the month of Ramadan, there isn't going to be many food places open until the evening. Just something to bear in mind. If we end up in McDonald's, you know why. First of all, who am I and how do I qualify as a digital nomad? So I'm Matt, I'm 23 years old, living just outside London in the United Kingdom, currently backpacking and traveling the world on a one-way ticket, working from my laptop, editing videos for YouTubers and TikTokers. Plus, I guess, making my own videos. I guess that qualifies me. Unofficially a nomad as it stands. You need to earn a certain amount of money to be able to qualify for a digital nomad's visa out here in Malaysia. Currently I'm not earning quite enough, but at the same time the backpacking lifestyle, seeing different places, taking buses, taking flights and exploring the world, that's the kind of nomading lifestyle I'm looking for at the moment. Of course, one day I'd like to settle down, and believe me, Kuala Lumpur, there's a very good chance this could be exactly where I decide to do that. We'll talk a little bit more about the qualifications of what allows you to become a digital nomad in a city like Kuala Lumpur. Of course, you can see in front the Petronas towers a little bit later on. I'm going to take you to the KLCC shopping centre. I'm going to go and get some lunch. And there they are in all their glory, the Petronas towers, arguably my favourite buildings in the world. I just love the Petronas towers. I think they are absolutely fantastic. That is quite an interesting paint job. But yeah, as I say, I'm gonna go pop into the KLCC and show you around. You can see it is very, very busy. I was getting photos I don't fancy being in the back of. Well, it looks like I'm not the only one that likes the Petronas towers, but just look at those buildings. They are absolutely magnificent. I just love this city so much. I've not been here long, been here a week of my life, and I love it. It's such a cool city, and I'm hoping that this video today will help you understand exactly why. All right, we cross these busy roads. I'm gonna try and head over there. There's fountains, there's restaurants, there's a shopping centre. There's basically everything you could possibly want underneath the Petronas towers. It is such a busy city, given it's what, Tuesday lunchtime. So many cars on the road. There we go, KLCC. There's only 70 available parking spaces, which makes sense. It is so busy. What are the Petronas towers made of? Nothing a little bit of Googling can't solve. It's made up of reinforced concrete and steel. So this shiny material you can see is steel. And how it's been made, for me it's fascinating how they're so synchronized. They look identical, whether it's the right hand tower or the left hand tower. The Petronas towers, they are just a work of art. And of course, once upon a time, they're actually the tallest twin towers in the world. What I love as well, you've got these gardens, you've got the fountains. It's just such a nice vibey area. And of course, behind the Petronas towers, you have, well, what I dub as the Central Park of Malaysia, of Kuala Lumpur, and that's where I'm going to be taking you after I've had some lunch. It's just amazing. What I like about this camera, of course, with it being quite a wide focal length, you can of course see both towers in all their glory. If I put my other camera on, you'd have to, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see both at the same time. They're just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I love this building. I'll definitely head up it at some point. Of course, it is quite expensive, and when you've got the KL tower just over there, which means you can see all across the city, including the Petronas towers, I prefer there. And it's like, think about a quarter of the price as well. Really good value. It's like they're setting up for some kind of event here. The last time I was here, it was Diwali, so you can imagine. I think Deepavali it's called here in Malaysia. They obviously had an event for that. Imagine, given that it is Ramadan, they're probably going to be setting up for something along those lines. But just look at this, there are so many shops, so many different concourses and directions you can go in, and this is just one of 4 massive shopping centres they have in this beautiful city. Emphasis on if you love shopping, you'll love this city. It's just brilliant. Gonna have a look around for some lunch. Of course, given that it is Ramadan, most of the local food stops will be closed. So yeah, I think unfortunately on this occasion, it's gonna be a McDonald's. I say unfortunately, you know, deep down, I like McDonald's. And the thing is as well, it's not just any old shop. It's not Marks and Spencer's, it's Prada, you know, it's Saint Laurent, it's Gucci. They have just so many incredible shops, so many different places to come and basically spend all your money. And yeah, many different options for you to do so. From what I remember, the food court is downstairs. It looks like we're getting warmer anyway. That's a food store, so let's have a look around. If I can avoid McDonald's, I'll avoid McDonald's. Unfortunately, I think the inevitable is about to happen. We're here. Here we go, we're gonna go for a spicy tomato chicken wrap. I guess it's a little bit more local than a burger. No! It's gonna have to be, innit? No zero Coke. £2.63, which is of course not too bad. It's a good £2 saving on what would be the same meal back home. I guess that turned into a bit of a how to order McDonald's in Malaysia. That's not what you're signed up for by clicking this video, but there you go. Alright, here we go. 2 Pepsis for 5 ringgit. That's like 45p per Pepsi. Gonna head outside. As I mentioned, there is a, well, what I dub to be the Central Park of Kuala Lumpur. I'm gonna take you out here now and show you what it's all about. Oh, you just get hit. It is so hot out here. But believe me, and I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'm not complaining. I absolutely love this weather. This weather is why I'm traveling. This weather is why I left the UK. I cannot stand the cold when you can be out here enjoying life in the sun. Alright, cool. I've switched over to my other camera. You'll see what I meant about focal length. This one is not quite so wide, but I guess for these kind of shots, it's what we want. This here is what I like to call the Central Park of Malaysia, the KLCC. It's a park, a free to access park right in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. It's warmer than New York, it's cleaner than New York. I love this place. I absolutely love this place. It's such a good vibe. It's just a cool addition to what's already an amazing, very livable city that is Kuala Lumpur. Of course, the Petronas towers, got all of these finance buildings surrounding it too. gonna head for a walk around here, as I believe, well, I don't believe, I know that in this direction there's a section for exercise, there's a section for kids to play as well. There's like a water park, if that's what you can call it. Let's go have a look. I absolutely love it. They have a sculpture of a whale. I'm not too sure what whale, but there's some dolphins as well. But I think you're probably going to notice just how well maintained this park is. It's so clean. There's bins everywhere, which is of course what allows that to be the case. Everyone's just so happy here. And I mean, why wouldn't you be when you've got this? Some genuinely comfortable park benches as well that they have here. You can see one next to me there. I love it. I just love the park that they have here in the city centre. The KLCC park is just, it's just nice. That's all I really got to say. It's a nice place to come and chill. You've had a tough day at work, you've not had the best day, just come here to the park, look at the whale, stand on the bridge, look at the Petronas towers, and everything is going to be all right. Okay, I'm actually going to head back to the shopping centre. There's a DJI store in the shopping centre. Of course, my drone, it took off and flew away while I was in Cambodia, while I was in Sinukville, and ever since I've been looking around for a replacement to find a drone. I'm going to go and see if they've got the one that I like in stock, and if they do, we'll have a look. I love my drone. Life has not been the same since it flew away, so we'll go have a look in the centre. We'll go to the DJI store, and fingers crossed they'll have the drone in stock that I'm looking for. If they don't, look, we'll try again. We'll try again when we get to Jakarta, Indonesia. We'll try again when we get to Australia in a few weeks' time. For now, I'm going to go and test the waters, see if they have my drone in stock, and if they do, well, I can't fly it here in Kuala Lumpur anyway. There's an out-and-out ban on flying drones in the city centre and all the surrounding neighbourhoods as well. But at least we'll have a drone for when we can fly it. Because at the moment, especially having just come from Langkawi, I feel like I'm missing out on so much, missing out on so many aerial shots. I really enjoy flying my drone. To not have one, yeah, let's go get one. Let's go get one. Alright, we'll have a look around for the DJI store. I'm not going to Google where it is. I'm going to try and not look at these as well. It'll be fun just to have a walk around and I guess see what other stores they have in here as well. There's a Gucci, a Blancpain, a Setan, whatever that is, Chanel. We've got Tom Ford, Bally, Michael Kors, Longchamp. That's probably Longchamp. Furla. That's what Boris Johnson put us on, isn't it? Back in the old lockdown. Drone. Up, is it the drone? You know, we go.
Yeah. DJI got DJI.
Yeah.
DJI.
The drone store.
Yeah, drone store is level 3.
Level 3.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Upstairs. Level 3. Then over there, this side.
Thank you so much. Terima kasih. Level 1. To give you an idea for how big this centre is, we're only on level 1. Yeah. There's like 4 minus levels as well. It's just ginormous. It's just gone, well, 2:30 p.m. here in Kuala Lumpur. I need to get on with some work by about 5 p.m. Got a client that's needing some videos done by about 8 o'clock this evening. So, of course, it's important. As much fun as I'd love to have, I've also got to get on with some work. That is the point in working from my laptop. I've got to get on with it. I've got to take it serious. Yeah, the last thing I want to do is annoy anyone. I don't want to lose my job. This is it. We're on the 3rd floor. Look out for this DJI store. I say we're on the 3rd floor, but this place is massive. It's yeah, likely to take a little while to locate the store. Under Armour, Skechers, Asics, Birkenstock, Fossil, Onitsuka Tiger. I think this says it all really, doesn't it? That is just ginormous. can see the multiple different levels. There's like 20 levels to this shop. You can see the multiple levels. It's like 15 layers to this shopping centre. It's just amazing. If you like your shopping, get yourself out here to Kuala Lumpur. With a lot of spending money, you're gonna need it. Right, where's this drone store? Right, that nice man there is just pointing me in the actual right direction. Apparently the DJI store's on level 1. So we're about 19 floors too high. That is a long way down. Got a McDonald's, we've got Dunkin' as well. Love me a Dunkin'. Alright, we're here, DJI/Hasselblad. We're here. Let's go ask the question. Let's see if they have the drone we're after. Exciting. Well, that's unfortunate. We are leaving the Surya KLCC mall droneless. Let me explain. Now you see, they had the drone in stock. They had it in stock, but they only had the Fly More package, which was, I think, 1,859 ringgit, or about £330. Look, to pay an extra £100 just for an extra spare battery and a couple of other little gadgets, for me, it's not worth it. I'll keep an eye out. I expected it to be cheaper, but if anything, you can actually get your drone for less back at home, back in Argos. And to be honest with you, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Right, there we go, the Petronas Towers and the Surya Mall. It's a good day. I enjoyed that. I really enjoy. I love that shopping centre. There is so much to see, so much to do, so much to eat as well. And I have McDonald's. But now I think I'm gonna head back to my hostel. There's a pool and a gym that I wouldn't mind enjoying for an hour or so just before I get on with some work. This evening, as I said, I've got a couple of videos to catch up on this evening to obviously send over to my client. To get a gym session and a swimming done before I have to work this evening will be good. And then later on this evening, I'll obviously come back to the vlog. I'll show you around Kuala Lumpur at night and see what there is here to do. And of course, there is so much more to do than what I've done so far today. I had quite a late night last night just working, to be honest with you, and had a good phone call with my family, who my mum and dad, they're currently in Cape Verde as well. It's a bit of a time difference, of course, so we had a good call last night as well. And yeah, I guess as a result of being up so late, running on little energy today. So trust me on this, tonight I'm going to be going to bed earlier, I'm going to be sleeping earlier and making the most of tomorrow, where I think I'm going to be heading back in that direction to the Batu Caves. You might remember I went to the Batu Caves when I had a broken toe earlier, well, later on last year, earlier on my trip. So go back to the Batu Caves actually wearing shoes tomorrow. I think that would be a good laugh. Obviously seeing the monkeys, to see the temple, to try some of the local food. I think that would be a good fun video to shoot for you guys. My content's a bit different now. I used to be all about making the shots and doing the cutting with the music, and as much as I still enjoy doing that, I'm definitely much more on the wavelength of just picking up the camera, recording and just showing you where we are, what we're doing and how we're going about it. And I know that you're all starting to enjoy this kind of newer style of content that I've begun making, and you know, for as long as that's the case, that's what I'm going to keep doing. There's just so much that I cut out of my last trip here to Kuala Lumpur because I thought you wouldn't be interested, and now I know you are interested. You're interested in every little detail that I get up to, even if it's just going to a shop or going to a restaurant. I'm going to show you what we're up to, where we're doing it and how we're going about it, as I know that's what you're enjoying. And me actually on the live stream, because we've got how many people? We've got 29 current viewers, which is awesome. And yeah, I've just been making a video today explaining about how I make this work, how much I'm getting paid and stuff. And I guess if you are new and want to go check that out, my channel is Matt Goes Global on YouTube. You can actually go click the link up there, click that thing up there, and then yeah, link in bio, I appreciate it. A good stream this afternoon on TikTok. We peaked at about 60 concurrent viewers, which is pretty good for me. For now, I'm going to come and have a go. Well, not first of all in the pool. I'm actually going to go and train legs in the gym before. Let's come and have a look around here. Wouldn't it be good if there was no one else in there? I'm hoping. There's no one else in here. For me, it's a similar feeling to when you board a plane and there is no one sat next to you when you come to a gym and there's no one else in here. A fantastic first day out here in Kuala Lumpur, my favourite city in the world. I absolutely love this place, and I'm definitely considering how I could come and make this not necessarily my permanent home, but at least for a year or two at some point in the future. Nomading around the world is where I see myself for at least the next year or two, but then of course at some point I'm going to want to take it slow and settle down, and of course have some time in one specific location. Kuala Lumpur is such a livable city, it is definitely somewhere that I'm considering. Kuala Lumpur, it might tick my boxes, but do I tick Kuala Lumpur's boxes? In order to come here and be a digital nomad on a digital nomad's visa, there are certain requirements that need to be met, and currently on my current income from my editing, from my TikTok, from my YouTube revenue, I'm not earning enough money to class myself as a proper digital nomad. According to Google, you need to be making £24,000 a year, or $24,000 per year, US dollars, in order to qualify for that visa. So $2,000 a month, which, believe me, is far more than enough, far more than you'd ever need for a month out here in Malaysia. But in order to qualify, you need to be earning that kind of money. And until I'm earning that kind of money, I've got to keep working harder and harder to make that possible and make that dream become a reality. Because one day, I would love to come here and call Kuala Lumpur my second home. I have an appetite for hard work. That's why I'm in the gym, hardly working. But yeah, I'm gonna get on with some legs, gonna train some legs today, and then from there I'm gonna go back to the hostel and use the communal space to catch up on some video editing. Got some editing to do, of course. I was gonna do it, but I did a TikTok live stream for the last hour and a half instead, so I need to play some catch up with that. And then I'm gonna head to a bazaar later on this evening to get some food. We might record the sunset as well. And then of course I'm gonna start making a plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow I wanna head to the Batu Caves, and of course, yeah, just really show you what it's like out here in Kuala Lumpur, to enjoy the city, to enjoy this location. Because trust me when I say this, Kuala Lumpur, one of my favourite places in the world, and for a reason. This destination is absolutely wonderful, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you're on the fence, for whatever reason, you're on the fence about a visit, trust me, you want to visit. Now I'm gonna put this bag down, I'm gonna get on with some legs. Legs I haven't trained in about 4 months, so don't judge the form. And yeah, after that, I'm gonna go for a swim in the pool that is very chilly. I've got to be honest, I went in it this morning, it is very chilly, but after a good workout, it will be worth it. It'll be worth it. Gym session was okay. I think more than anything I've just reminded myself why I don't enjoy training legs. I actually suffer from bursitis in both knees, and yeah, let's just say if I carried on any further I'd probably would have flared that back up, which obviously I don't want. I'm going to the Batu Caves tomorrow. Last time I went with a broken toe, I don't want to go with what feels like broken knees. Anyhow, I'm here at the pool. They've also got like this jacuzzi, which is, well, it's a lukewarm tub, we'll put it that way. It's not hot, it's not cold. So I'm gonna have a chill in there and have a good go in the pool as well. And yeah, then go catch some dinner. Gotta do some more work.